first engagement and our talents will be looking like. On the left-hand side, we have FF and the Pancakes, or French Fries and the Pancakes. That's what it does stand for, if I'm not mistaken. And we will see Diablo, Jaina, Rhaegar, Deathwing, and Zool. Over on the right-hand side, we've got 07 Chromium. We've got Anubrak, Vala, Anduin, Orphea, and Yrel. Let's go ahead. Excuse me. Let's get those level 1 talent prediction going. How many Fire at Will stacks will Vala have by the end of the game? Will she have 50 or more, or 49 or less? Get your gambles in now. I could pretend to be a lawyer. Don't shoot me or docs. Oh, okay. Iron, they'll be in your DMs in a moment. That reverse psychology just working through. Dying in the legalies just to figure out basic NDA while hunting for alpha testers for a game. Yeah, NDAs are extremely difficult, hard, all that kind of stuff. I have like 3 current NDAs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I have 3 current. Ugh. I mean, I don't really like, I don't get on the topics of things that can be leaked or anything like that. All right, well, you got 50 seconds on the level 1 questing talent for Vala. Get your gambles in. I believe in you, chat. I believe you can get in some big gambles. I know you want to. I know you want to. I know you love to. Anyways, okay, let's focus in on the game here, because we do have some other questing stuff to talk about. Jaina does have the Fingers of Frost from level 1, so she'll be building out those 20 regeneration globes, not only for more mana, but also for spell power. When it is finished out, you get 10% extra spell power. Diablo is going to go Feast on Fear, stunning an enemy hero with Shadow Charge, or Overpower heals Diablo for 10% of his maximum health over 3 seconds, so more sustainability, more aggression from the Diablo, which I do love the Diablo's name of Stampy. And also being a Diablo who stomps around, I think it's perfect. I'm not sure if it's a reference to Stampy from The Simpsons. I feel like I might have asked this player this before, but either way. Yrel in bottom lane, dealing some decent damage to Deathwing. She is going to have that Dauntless at level 1, which is going to give her, I believe it's physical and spell armor, if I'm not mistaken. While we're looking at something that doesn't matter, Anubrak does die. First kill goes over the side of FF and the Pancakes. Just want to see Yrel really quickly. It's only physical armor, right? I forget. It actually also does say in the tooltip. Some things in Here's a Storm, the tooltip says armor, and it only gives, like, just physical. But then there's some things in the tooltips where it says armor, and it gives physical and spell. And I always mix them up. I always do it. Mostly relying on copyrights and level of looking for trust level. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing stuff with Corsair for over 2 years at this point. Maybe like a year and a half. No, probably like 2 years at this point. And I didn't have my NDA for the longest time, but it's a lot of just, you know, you get trustworthy people to work with you. And I mean, you need the NDA obviously, but you don't need it per se, if that makes any sense. This is going to be a biotic emitter fight that is just going heavily to the side of Chromium. They are just going to shred through the enemy team. I don't think they actually got the biotic emitter. It might have been picked up and used immediately, but a fortification camp will be stolen away, and first objective will go over the side of Chromium for now. Death timers are low. Rhaegar and the rest are working their way back from the Hall of Storms. Oh, butt spot with the oh dear lord. So I'm just looking around the minimap waiting to see. Just waiting to see what the engagement is. Stampy steps up, just grabs the Anubrak and just starts pushing him around. Leap of faith from Anduin will come through. Fire Stomp out from Stampy. Grumpy Kitten getting low. That's going to be a kill onto the Zool. Little Molten Flame from this Deathwing. So very low, and Vala gets the auto attacks necessary. Finds the kill. The chase continues. Diablo gets the Shadow Charge. That's more to put him in a better spot, so he is able to disengage. And here is the channel. 69%. Very, very nice.
No.
And it'll be rising in favor for the side of Chromium. The button combinations that I press from time to time. Piercing Light. Jaina's got 13 stacks, 71 souls for Diablo, 3k on the Jaina. And here comes Triglav Protector for bottom lane. I really do like this adaptation from a lot of teams, going into the Triglav and utilizing it immediately into bottom. I think this is actually a really, really, really good play, and I hope to see this more utilized in the future. You're just preparing yourself for better late game potential with Control Point C. This Triglav is actually very, very healthy. It will be working onto the fort right now. This will be the point where it starts to get shredded. Orphea and Anduin are inside of this, and I do think they want to play this safe, play it a little slower, as they are going to be chunked down to 20-some% on the Triglav, which does get, let's say, anywhere from 20 to 30% of the fort through the bottom lane. Anubrak with the Impale to stop any advancements of the enemy team. And we do have nearly 9 apiece in levels, as the Triglav Protector is left like the derelict it is. Are we just cheersing to everything, Mandara? Is that what we're doing? Is this like just one of those drinking games? Like, he breathed. Take a drink. Diablo souls will be finished out. There's going to be a huge impale from the Anubrak. I can't believe it. Urella's alive. Hello. How is Urella alive and all of that? I was ready to say that she's dead, but no. Urella lives. Dauntless. Yes, no, there's nothing wrong with that. You can drink per kill. There you go. Healer diff? I mean, this Anduin's like, okay, he's not that good. I mean, he just missed that point blank chastise. Like, how can, I'm just kidding. I'm sure a lot of you play a lot better than I do. 6 minutes and 9 nice seconds into the game. We do have Diablo finishing out of souls, 10 talent tier apiece on the top of your screen. Deathwing will be going into the Bellowing Roar. It is kind of hard to see a little bit, but it is up there. Ancestor Healing, Water Elemental, Apocalypse, Poison Over from the Zul. On the opposing side, Rain of Vengeance, Cocoon, Ardent Defender, Light Bomb, and Crushing Jaws will be grabbed by the Orphea right here. There's the Light Bomb out from the Anduin. There's going to be Apocalypse from the Diablo, and Sister Healing comes out onto Grumpy Kitten, but the Molten Flame from the Deathwing is cooking up the enemy side. We only have a Nubrak falling for now. The Ardent Defenders, yes, will be utilized by Urel, and that keeps her alive for now. What looked like a horrific moment to the side of Chromium only is going to be a singular death. Drink per kill. Agreed. Cheers. 24 stacks on the Vala right now. So she's nearly halfway to the gambles, which I gotta say, Chen, I'm disappointed in you. Very, very bad gambles. You could have done better, chat. You could have done better. I know a lot of you want the Christmas card, but think about it. If you gamble correctly, you can get the Christmas card easier. Cheers, Iron. Oh, 11 up on both sides, 2 to 5 in kills. You only had 10 points. I mean, if you follow the stream, if you first time sub, you can get some free points that way. I actually do think if you're not following the stream, and you follow, I do believe you actually get some channel points. But also you get yourself some follower emotes as well. Baited. Thanks for the follow. Easy. Boom! I actually have no idea if it gives you channel points, I'm gonna be honest. I know a sub does. I know coming back to the stream consistently does. I don't remember if a follow gives you points. Bottom lane, Urel trying to back away. Ardent Defender 30 seconds away, and she dies right there. You got 300 points. Okay, it does. Oh, there you go. So there you go. Easy, easy. Super Matt, thank you for the singular bit. Much appreciated. Thank you for the penny. Stampy stepping in, gets the Shadow Charge. Apocalypse doesn't lock down anyone critical. Anduin does get CC'd from that, but he wasn't in any sort of threatened position. Does get a nice leap of faith to save one member. No 13 talent here to the side of Chromium. And it looks like they're gonna have to play this slow, safe, either wait for 13 or wait for a misplay from the enemy side. And I don't feel like that enemy's gonna step too far forward in this in this top lane. Fortification camp destroyed. 29 stacks for the Vala, 4 for the Anduin at level 4. Stampy goes in. Cataclysm from Deathwing, really good angle. Light Bomb does go out as well. Courtney is going to drop the Water Elemental, tries to get some decent Blizzard value into Yrel. She's got the Ardent Defender if necessary. Yrel is going to get a Righteous Hammer to knock back at the Zool, the... Oh my god. Oh my dear god. Molten Flame, everything. Diablo goes in with that Shadow Charge. It's going to be a triple kill to the side of French Fries and the Pancakes. Jaina just getting some siege into the top lane fort. Wow. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Nah, definitely not a triple kill. Superman playing with a little bit of fire. I was a little worried about the Anduin potentially getting rooted and booted by Grumpy Kitten. Here comes the Triglaw Protector through top, does get the fort. Will this be a rotation to bottom, or is it a rotation to mid? Try and find the fort there, and then maybe utilize the little bit that's left of the Triglav in the bottom lane. We'll see. Triple kill, triple cheers. There you go. Triglav jumping in. This is where it gets shredded quite quickly. Light Bomb, nice rocket glove from the Triglav. Jaina so very low, does pop the ice block, but Courtney is gonna get chased in, and Anub'arak finds the kill. Man, I gotta say, the Triglav, quite useless feeling in some of these moments when you want a team fight, but you have a Deathwing and a Diablo inside, so all of your major CC are kind of just isolated inside of a giant robot. I don't really like the Triglav, I'll be honest. I don't really like the Triglav, but I would rather have Volskaya Foundry over Warhead Junction for sure. Oh wow, I had no clue the patch was yesterday. Yeah, I did a patch video yesterday, and it was released on the Heroes YouTube, the Heroes Hearth YouTube page. So if you do want to check out the patch, if you want to like check out any patch notes, if you go down to my Twitter below, and then you can go, and I retweeted it today, so you can check it out there. If you missed it yesterday and you want to, if you want to just listen to someone go through it really quickly. I should make a command for the Heroes Hearth YouTube, I think. That way people can get to it easier. Okay, so. Orphe and the rest, they grab a fortification camp for the next engagement. Fortification camp left on the left-hand side. See, this is I talked about this earlier. This is seen. Supermat knows that they have not picked this up. Okay, so Deathwing is going to be shown rotating down to, or back to the camp to grab it. Okay. You'll definitely do it after stream? Yeah, absolutely. And I would definitely, I would recommend subscribing to the Heroes Hearth YouTube page, because I'm doing a lot of content over there with Justing, and then we have the Kyle Ferguson videos as well. So there's a lot of really cool educational and fun content. Like Justing and I have draft videos we're doing. We have the Please Try This at Home segment that we're doing. I do any sort of patch review whenever it comes out. We saw, but we thought it was too risky to go steal. This is why I like having players in the chat from time to time when we do these, because I can get a little bit of insight as to why decisions were made. I didn't like doubt by any means, but it's just like now I know they thought they saw it, but they knew it was too risky. Anyways, Ancestral Healing comes out from the Rhaegar into the Jaina fortification camp, and Biotic Emitter. Just so much being dropped onto the ground right now as Anub'arak still falls. Grumpy Kitten chasing in. Supermat getting a little bit low. We do have that backlash from the Zool being popped, trying to find some decent damage into the Yrel, who pops the Ardent Defender, gets the Leap of Faith. Another Leap of Faith with the Glyph of Faith level 20. Supermat coming in like Superman, saving the day. You like the draft videos a lot. The Towers of Doom was really good. Thank you, thank you. We have one in the works right now, but it's a little bit of a different format, so it kind of threw Warwick. I threw Warwick a curveball with the video, so it's going to take a little bit longer to edit. But we're doing another one this week, and I think I'm gonna talk to Justing about doing like an Infernal Shrine, like how to draft Infernal Shrines. I think because it's such a popular map, and I feel like there's so much we can talk about with it. So I think Infernal Shrines will be the next thing we talk about. Like a siege comp on Infernal Shrines. Siege comp that plays the objective phase and also plays the push phase too.
A protector is almost
Second charge at 16 came in clutch. I feel like Glyph of Faith, we'll talk about this in a second. A lot of damage onto the Yrel. She doesn't have the Ardent Defender for 60 seconds. As a very low Mr. G goes down, an Ice Block from Courtney is going to be ending, and she goes down as well. The Jaina, at least. Grumpy Kitten looking to back away. Unfeatured I think that's how you say their name, is going to keep chasing in. Multi-shots raining out. 47 stacks onto that one. Zool goes down. Stampy has full souls. It's post 10, so only 75 will be consumed. Orphea chasing in, misses the Shadow Ults, and we have the control point C, looking like it goes over to Chromium. So I've said this before and I'll say it again. There's a lot of, I like a lot of the baseline talents that were added, like Stitches gets Fishing Hook at level 13, Muradin gets the Piercing and cooldown reduction on Stormbolt at level 10, Mayav gets the second charge of Vault of the Wardens at level 20. I feel like at level 16, Glyph of Faith should just be given. Like, I feel like we need a lot of these baked in talents. I like it personally. Maybe I'm alone in this thought. I don't think every hero needs it, but I feel like a lot of heroes would benefit for a little bit more talent diversity if we saw something like that. Like Malfurion, for example. How many Malfurions do you know that don't take Emerald Dreams at level 1? I have seen maybe a couple in... Since Emerald Dreams was put in, I've seen maybe a couple different Malfurions in competitive. Yeah, I know people do go into some of the other talents, tree slaps, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like if Emerald Dreams was like something at like level 13, level 10, like that's when it comes through. I feel like that would also adjust things really, really well, and it makes things more interesting. But as I said, and I've said this before, I'm not a developer, I'm just a guy who likes the game a lot. So either way, Nubrak goes in with a massive burrow with the Light Bomb. Yrel follows up with the Avenging Wrath, Cataclysm from Deathwing, Crushing Jaws from the Orphea. This Vala is so very low. Root from the Zool. There's no heals coming in, and Vala goes down, but Rhaegar and Jaina have already fallen. Diablo with the Apocalypse sets up the kill onto Orphea. Nubrak will be falling. Grumpy Kitten so very low. Valkyrie wants to get the kill. One auto will be enough, and they do find the kill. Ardent Defender's off cooldown. Valkyrie could utilize that if they want, but it seems like they might just have to pop that button. No. Not at all. Never mind. I think I might make it Andy too strong, but I may be wrong. Feel like the double pulse too strong. Yeah. Sleep is just too overpowered. Yeah. You know, I just think it's an interesting conversation. Like, I'm not saying like I'm right, you're wrong, you have to agree with me, because that's not this stream. I am not super genius smart man. I've never made a game in my entire life, but I can at least theorize on the things, and you know, it's a fun conversation to have. It's a fun conversation, at least in my opinion. I don't think every hero needs some sort of baked in talent, but I like the idea of more of them. I really do like the idea of more of these in the future. Wow, Malkry gets on the point just in time. Will they be able to buy enough time? See, now, Ardent Defender wasn't used. There's going to be the Seraphim from level 20. That was that Unstoppable. It has, like, 8-second cooldown because it has an active cooldown, so once you pop it, you're unstoppable for 2 seconds, and you still only have 8 seconds after that. Anyways, Ardent Defender, I keep pointing this out, is off cooldown. Malkry's playing this so very well, buys enough time for the team to come through. There's the Apocalypse from the Diablo. Ardent Defender to be used by Malkry, as there's going to be a Cocoon onto the Diablo. Huge Poison Over from the Zool. Is that the turnaround point? Is that what FF and the Pancakes needed? Maybe, because that's going to be a kill onto Nubrak, a kill onto Chromie. And bottom lane, Ancestor Healing with the Farseer's Blessing splashes out, but here comes the big bad Triglav Protector. Meanwhile, in top lane, Catapults have arrived, and they're dealing decent damage into the structure. 532 damage into this keep right now. Oh man, oh boy.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
I definitely like the concept, though. I hope it'd be angled more towards generally considered lower tier heroes, personally. No, I think that's a cool idea as well. I like the idea of it to diversify builds. That's the reason I like it a lot. I feel like, you know, Malfurion, I feel like he only has a level 1, or one level 1, and that's Emerald Dreams. I know you can take the other ones, but I feel like you're hurting yourself by not taking Emerald Dreams at level 1, and you're hurting your team. So I wonder if you bake that in later on, does that become more diversified level 1? Do we see different playstyles? Or does it become, okay, now Treant is the only thing picked at level 1 because Emerald Dreams is baked in? Interesting conversation. But the interesting thing as well is the Triglav Protector from the side of FF and the Pancakes will be grabbing the bottom lane keep. Seems like the play is to go mid lane fort. Deathwing level 10, feared to become baked in. I mean, if that was the case, it'd have to be like pushed to level 20 or something like that. And then you'd also have to give him a different level 10. Every time I see a Malf not take sleep, I take it as a red flag. Yeah, exactly. That's how I open up all of my dates. I go, what Malfurion level 1 do you take? And if they can't answer correctly, I get up and I leave the date. That's it. No, it's not true at all. Could you imagine? Fort goes down, Trigla Protector to end, Deathwing with a little Earth Shatter, and the team disengages. If I ever go on a date in the future, I will definitely utilize that. So, I mean, yeah, I think I'll definitely do that. Just Baha toxic? Why am I toxic? I don't think I'm toxic at all. Part of the reason I love Vala so much is that she has such build diversity. I feel like I'm never doing the same build twice. Yeah. I think Vala, Hanzo, there's quite a few different heroes that have really good build diversity. Vala and Hanzo come to mind. Greymane has a little bit of build diversity. Raynor as well. Holy jeez, the poison damage on this enemy team. Anduin with a little divine healing. Or Divine Star. Urels is gonna... Does she have Ardent Defender? She does pop it at the last second. Oh no! Supermat gets the heal out. Ardent Defender, the Leap of Faith saves the day. Oh my god. Healer diff indeed, because this Anduin is doing double time, double overwork, double pulls. Do you see what I did there? Okay, so the core is being threatened. Ancestral Healing with the Farseer's Blessing does come through. Mid lane keep will fall. 34 seconds on the Vala. Is this going to be the end call for the members of FF and the Pancakes? Doesn't seem like it. They take down a second keep and don't go core. I think Probius needs to be able to control things like Gazlo. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I wish you could target Probius's pylons. Actually, any StarCraft aficionados in chat, can you control those pylon targeting in StarCraft? I wonder if that's the reason we don't have it in Heroes. Because it's, like, not thematic to the cannons in StarCraft 2. We are all pretty new, but I'm the only one that played a load of League and other MOBAs. Oh, really? Heroes of the Storm was my first MOBA. Still, I mean, I played a little bit of League, but I only started playing League like way after I ever played Heroes of the Storm. And that was because someone dragged me into it. I rarely ever play League. I get a random itch to play it from time to time, but then I don't. Sorry, not pylons. Sorry, I misspoke. Not the pylons. The photon cannons. The photon cannons. I know pylons don't attack, but the photon cannons. Okay, so then yeah, I think it'd be fine for Probius to have targeting like Gazlo. Did I play Dota? No, I installed it once and I played one AI game and I quit like 10 minutes in because I was so confused. You know, when the international comes around again, we'll do some Dota 2 casting and I'll flub my way through that, but yeah. I've never really played Dota. I never played it. I never played the Warcraft 3 mod either. I imagine Blizzard is just worried about too many buttons to press. I know they've avoided some stuff. Oh, really, huh? I mean, but you already have Gazlo has I don't feel like adding a 1 key is that much for Probius. I don't think you're adding in too much. Poison Nova from the Zul will come through. Ancestral Healing just in time with the Farseer's Blessing. That's going to be a full health bar for the Zul as we have 15 to 13 in our kills. Control point A, the second one back up and available. Bottom lane has catapults arriving, and quickly, for anyone wondering, let me go ahead and check the stats on these bad boys. 856 damage into structures. Top lane has a camp coming through. Everything is looking good for the side of FF and the Pancakes. One of the rare replies that happened on the official forums in regards to a hotkey to ping your health and mana is there's too many hotkeys that seem a bit strange to me, but hey. Hey, maybe the spaghetti code is full and they couldn't add any more meat or sauce to it. If I remember correctly, Gazlo... Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It has not always been a thing, but, like, if Gazlo has it, then I don't see why Probius couldn't have it. That's a lot of damage onto the Anubarak. Pops the rewind, gets themselves another Shed Exoskeleton. Or, excuse me, gets themselves another, Hardened Shield. I'm blanking on the name. Hardened Carapace. And backline flank from the Diablo. There's going to be an Apocalypse. Actually, that's the Hellgate coming through. Oh, man, what a play from Diablo. Zul comes up and cleans things up. Urella's still on the point. Urella's still just over here on the point. Top lane still has pressure coming in. Man, things are looking rough to the side of Chromium. Would need 2 extra buttons, one for the pylon overcharge, one for photon cannon, bring the keyboard to Probius. Well, I mean, but does it really need to be 2 different buttons? Because if you have pylon overcharge active, couldn't you just literally have the same button that targets the photon cannon target the pylons to that same hero? I feel like you only need it to be 1 button. I don't think you need 2 separate buttons. You just have it, if ours hit within that window, your pylons now target whatever the photon cannon is being told to target. Then you just do that. And then it works like Gazla. If something's not in range, it just auto-targets to the next closest thing. Either way, my rambles aside, map 1 goes to FF and the Pancakes. Dear Lord, sorry. Pylon overcharge focuses heroes only? Well, there you go. So just literally have it targets whichever one you're targeting, and if they're out of range, it then just targets the nearest hero. I don't think you need 2 extra buttons. I think you just give Probius 1. You could overwrite the R button. See, there you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Spaz. Oh. Arrow Zeppelin, thank you for joining the Discord. Thank you very much. Do-do-do-do. Talking about keybinds, just look at Dota? Yeah, I'm sure. Look at Orpheus hero damage, though. Casual. I feel like HOTS has so much potential. I do too. I would agree with that. Okay. All right, let's get into our next game. Big Scary Duck, good to see you, bud. Thanks for getting back to me so quickly earlier. I really appreciate that. That helped a ton. Also, I showed the image that you sent me. I showed the image that you sent me on stream. That shit was cracking me up. The getting ready for the CCL LAN with the PC. That was, I don't know, that just got me good. Choose outcome. Vala had 50 or more stacks. I do remember that she had 50 or more stacks. Okay. Let's see. Players are on the same side. And Baha, any news about CCL? Are you casting? I do not know. The only thing I can tell you about CCL is that there's a LAN happening August 5th through 7th at the Wisdom Gaming Arena in Mall of America, Minneapolis, Minnesota, or Bloomington, Minnesota. The dates and stuff are out. All the info's, or most of the info's out. But yeah, I can tell you that there's a LAN happening. I'll be at the LAN. I'll be at the LAN for sure. I'm not missing that LAN. Whether I'm casting or whether I'm watching, I don't give a shit. I'll be at that LAN. Let's see, Pierce profile. What is a LAN? A LAN is a local area network, but it's typically utilized as the term for an event that is happening in person. Where is it again? It is in Mall of America, in the Wisdom Gaming Studio in Mall of America, in Bloomington, Minnesota. My pleasure, Mandara. Debating if I should do what I did for Season 1 and 2 CCL again. I don't know what that is. If you want to know about the CCL LAN, you can use !LAN in chat. I'm waiting for Chess Looter or Stark to type Ian. Need to bribe Blizzard to let Wisdom have private service for the event. Yeah, good luck with that one, bud. Sorry. Thank you for humoring an old man like me. No worries. Hey, I don't know. Like, some people don't know these things. So, yeah. Baha, can you cast my cheers? Sure. Casting cheers. 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 Delicious cheersing. Delicious. So good cheers. Look at that cheers go. Hey, Maestro, how you doing? Maestro, I don't know why I do that. Let's see. Let's look at our level 1s and see if there's any fun questing talents. No. There's a Vala level 1 talent. Ooh. Okay, Deckard Kane is kind of hard to do. Let's do Deckard's. Does Deckard finish level 1 by end? Perfect casting, thank you. Melville, don't you come in here and tell my chat what to do. I don't remember if I got it or not. Good. Super Matt, thanks for the bit as well. Forgot about that. Alright, yes. Level 1 done. No. Level 1 incomplete. Okay. Isn't that quest also unlimited? Yeah, but we're just talking about the 30 stacks. That's all. We're just talking about the 30 stacks. Isn't that butt also unlimited? Yes, it is. Oh, man, butt's butt. That was a good one, bud. Okay. Alrighty. I think we're ready for another game. Don't you? I'm excited for it. Let's find out what happens in this series. Man, we've been streaming for 4.5 hours, but I don't know why, but it feels like I've been streaming for less, but for longer, if that makes any sense. Like, it's only 3:30 for me, and I'm like, I've only been live for like about 5 hours, and it's just weird. Chat is about to go 0 to loot in 120 seconds. I mean, that's what they always do, isn't it? Isn't that what they always do? They're always lewd. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's jump into map number 2. Let's see what's going to happen here between these teams. I'll introduce the teams, and then we'll get the Twitch prediction going. Welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series, Division E East. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have FF in the Pancakes with Li Ming, Tychus, Lucio, Stitches, and Dahaka. Over on the side of Chromium, or 07 Chromium, we have got Anubarak, Leoric, Deckard, Lunara, and Vala. As I had mentioned, Deckard Kane is going to be going into the stacking quest at level 1. He's going to be going into the Scroll of Identify, and we'll see if he's going to finish out those 30 stacks. It is uncapped, but the big thing is we're looking at, does he hit 30 or not? There you go. You can see it right here. Scroll of Identify. After 15, you get some bonuses. After 30, it is you can overstack it, but you know, we're just looking to see if Deckard hits 30 or not. There you go. Get your gambles in. Get your gambles in, chat. I believe in you. I believe in you, chat. More gambles. More points? I don't know. I mean, just spread that economy around. Spread it around. Lunara does have the Wisp in the bush. She also does have the Sentinel Wisp, as we can show you right here. This is the vision from Sentinel Wisp. I'm not exaggerating. That is like this. You can see all of this with Sentinel Wisp. It's such a good level 1 talent. I can never not sing the praises of how good that talent is. There you go. Yeah, let's get some thousand amounts of gambles. Thousands amounts. Yes. More gambles equals more cheers. You know what? Yeah, sure. Yeah. You got 50 seconds left on that one, as we do have a little back and forth in bottom lane. Also, Vala is going to be going into the Puncturing Arrow at level 1, so she'll be building up the damage on the Hungering Arrow. 6 extra damage per stack gained. But also keep in mind, you have the baseline scaling of this ability as well, which is going to be a great way to just chunk into enemies. Like, if you get around like 50 stacks late game, you're dealing, dear lord, just an ass amount of damage. That's not a right term. That's not an ass amount of damage. You're dealing a buttload of damage. Couldn't think of the right term, but either way. We'll have to see how that scaling works out for Vala. We have 1 stack on the Deckard Kane. 10 seconds left on the gamble if that affects your thoughts on that one at all. Valkyrie and Grumpy Kitten still brawling out in top lane. The whole ass. Yeah, I don't know why. I just couldn't think of a buttload, so just a whole ass load of damage. Li Ming is gonna go Force Armor at level 1. I'm sure all of you have an opinion on that one. Hook out from Stitches, checks the bush, will connect onto Nubrak, and Nubrak just burrows away. No big deal, no big threat. No real concern right now. Ooh, that's a decent amount of damage into Lunara. 5 stacks on the Vala right now, so she's already at 30 extra damage. But as I had mentioned, there's that baseline scaling, so it's 30 extra damage there on top of the 157. So you're dealing 187 damage per Q, if you will. As Leoric does go down in top lane. My apologies for missing that. Grumpy Kitten gets the upper hand in the kill. Valkyrie is going to be cheating a little bit of death, but doesn't want to respawn on the far side of that gate. So ooh, that's a very low Lunara, and so is the Tychus. Lunara just chasing out for a little extra damage onto Stitches. 4 stacks on the Deckard. All right. Oh, hold on. A rotation into the top lane. Grumpy Kitten. Sorry. Oops. Wrong vision. Li Ming shows for a second. Tychus is up here, and Leoric says, all right, I'm out. I'm out. No need to sit around and wait for that one. Vala does have the repeating arrow at level 4, so she can now deal around 400 damage if she lands the 2 Qs. And keep in mind there are also extra bounces in between all of that, so it's probably somewhere closer in like the 600 range of damage if she lands both of the hungering arrows onto an enemy. But the big focus right now is not enemies, it's going to be race, and that race is going well to the side of 07 Chromium. Hook goes out, Lunara is going to be the target. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that backwards. Sorry, I don't know why. Just Immortal Dyslexia. It's FF and the Pancakes are the one at the advantage spot. Sorry. Immortal Dyslexia. The Lunara level 4. I mean, you don't have to go Splintered Spear. You don't have to go Splintered Spear, or excuse me, Nature's Calling. This is gonna be good because this is a conversation I used to have with one of my friends. Is it's like you gotta take race heroes on the race based map like this. But also, he'd always bring up to me, he goes, but Bahamut, if you kill the enemy team, you don't need to rush through the race. And it's like, huh. So this is going to give more damage potential because you are going to be seeing the Blossom swell at 4. The assumption is you will be seeing the Choking Pollen at level 7. So this will be more burst in the team fight. Yes, you'll have less race, but if you are killing the enemy, then the race potential is easy peasy on your side. Also, Vala is your core racer. Lunara is going to be dealing a little bit more of the teamfight damage. No one saw Vala just get stunned on the right side of our screen and almost die to the Immortal, but... Oh, Lucio's finishing the quest. Yeah, Lucio's done with the quest already. This might have been enough of a zone. Oh, Tychus, he needs like a grenade or two. Vala just needs a couple more autos. Oh my god, no way, they still get it on the side of, oh no, so yeah, they get on the side of FF and the Pancakes. Lunara does go down, Tychus to be traded, and here comes Big Bad Alarian in the top lane. Man, I seriously thought that Vala was gonna have that at the last second, but nope. Nope, Vala doesn't get it. I will say this, and I don't mean it as a flame. If Vala didn't get stunned by the Immortal, she would have won that. Hands down. If Vala didn't get stunned, she would have finished that race out. Hook goes out, not connecting. Decker Kane at 9 stacks right now on his Scroll of Identify level 1. Lunara just going to start working on the Immortal as she's back in the mix, and there's that Choking Pollen as I had mentioned beforehand. Chasing onto Courtney. Courtney taking a lot of damage in the sustained chase, but the respect is going to be coming out from, they call me Mimim. I'm pretty sure I said that completely perfectly. Okay, so the camp will go over to the side of FF and the Pancakes. Grumpy Kitten is going to be brush docking up here from the bottom lane. And no hook to connect, no fishing hook available. Valkyrie is going to grab camp for bottom. I don't think the rotation will be here quick enough, but I think with the camp and the wave, this could be FF and the Pancakes taking fort. This butt was so frustrating. Oh dear lord, butt spot. 10 stacks for the Decker Kane as mentioned beforehand. We still have a little bit of an experience advantage to the side of Chromium. Decker just poking out. Poor butt spot. Yeah, exactly, Mel. There's a hook onto an Ubrak, pops the hardened carapace, burrows away. Seems fine for now, but the slow siege is still being had through this top lane. Next objective phase isn't far off from being announced. Leoric gets the Wraith Walk, still getting chunked down to about 50% from the tower shots after that drag. Hook out from Stitches connecting onto a minion, and here comes the Immortal phase for the north-south positioning as the 10 talent tier will be coming through soon. Let's go ahead and cycle through our other numbers, get an idea of what those look like. And while we're waiting, as a reminder, we got the Baja Ross raffle happening in April if you'd like to take part in that. You will be able to get one free raffle ticket on the day of the painting, April 24th, but until then, the only way to get some raffle tickets in, subbing and gifting subs.
There is no escaping my justice.
All right, let's see. 10 talent tiers, Leaping Strikes, Rain of Vengeance, Cocoon, and Tombs. Stay a while and listen. Pretty standard across the board for Chromium. On the opposing side, they're about to get their level 10s. This Stitches might be CC to all eternity. Does get a little bit of... He's got the Shambling Horror. He's got a bite. He's trying to live, but Lucio comes in a split second too late with the... sound barrier. Now Courtney is looking to get out of here. Entomb onto the Dahak on the right-hand side. Drac and Laser Drill, more of a zoning tool than anything else right now, as that will push back a few enemy heroes. The objective phase being played around by the side of 07 Chromium. They do throw Vala over to the top of the screen, or top of the objective phase, to try and get that halfway mark. Speaking of top of the screen, we are going to be seeing the Fallen Shaman start to siege onto the fort in bottom. The unfortunate RNG of it all is that the Fallen Shaman will get hit by the towers, focused in, and that will be the Fallen Shaman going down in bottom, not getting that continued siege during the objective phase. Nubrak goes in with the Burrow Charge, not connecting onto Courtney. Courtney with no mana. Li Ming with a huge disintegrate into a lot of enemy heroes. Future Bile from the Stitches chasing in. Decker Kane lands a couple more roots with the level 1 Scroll of Identify. That Scroll of Sealing locking down enemy heroes and almost reducing some of the armor once it gets one more stack. The Immortal phase going to be extremely close, but it is over to the side once again of FF and the Pancakes as the top lane fort does go down to the Fallen Shaman. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at chat. Li Ming goes down. Cocoon onto the Tychus. And so Li Ming is dead, so this Immortal finds maybe the 2 towers. The clear onto this is extremely fast now between the couple members we have on it. So the 2 towers go down, couple autos onto the fort through bottom lane. Wraithwalk out from Leoric. Mr. G chasing in. Stitches is not in range of a hook, and I think they just want to clear wave. I don't even think Stitches might have a hook up. Yeah, it does have a hook, but I don't think any sort of value would have been found. Actually, Leoric didn't have Wraithwalk, so they might have been able to try to find a kill, but either way, camp and bottom grabbed, camp and top lane traded. Leoric sees this. I think they see Leoric as well. Looking to see if he steps out, if they can see him. Lunara showing in bottom lane, yeah. Lucio checks the bush with the boombox. And here comes the rotation up into the top lane. Vala looking to step forward. Stitches steps into the bush. There's going to be Supermat trying to lock down the Stitches. He does. There's going to be the Rain of Vengeance as well. Stay well and listen. Put on a 10-second cooldown as it was interrupted. Draken Laser Drill comes out. Hook goes out, but it's just shy of connecting onto any enemy heroes. So top lane fort still up. We will be getting another Immortal phase in the north-south position. Actually, same positioning start as the last one, which is kind of rare to get it 3 times in a row in this north-south position. I think actually in the exact same positions actually might be swapped, but doesn't matter still. Dahaka goes for the drag onto Leoric, but he gets the Wraith Walk. That's going to be a little self-cleanse. 25 seconds for the members of FF and the Pancakes to close the experience gap, find half a level, so it's even fights between the 2 teams around this next objective. Fallen Shamans are about 30 seconds off for both sides. Impaler Camp's about 2 minutes away on both top and bottom. Leoric just soaking out bottom against the Dahaka. Li Ming to come down here as well. Maybe looking for a combo onto the Leoric here. No.
Repent before my wrath, demon.
Checking bush with the grenade really quickly. A lot of posturing right now. You can see that the members of FF and the Pancakes want to step in, but they're not really into it without their level 13s. Though Lunara Vala are chunking through the enemy side of Mortal. So that is where they want to be. Now, here's 13. Big thing for Stitches. He's got that hook range increase. Also, the hook talent. Future Battle to be dropped by the Stitches. He's taking a lot of damage. There's going to be a Wraith Walk from the Orc as he does have that damage reduction from the Ominous Wraith at level 13. There's going to be a hook onto the Leoric as he does not have the available Wraith Walk to get out of this one. Continued damage will supply a second kill to the members of FF and the Pancakes. Here comes the Draken Laser Drill. Here's going to be a stay a while and listen. It doesn't matter. Decker Kane does go down 15 stacks on the level 1. As the Immortal phase is looking like it goes over to the side of FF and the Pancakes. They still have to burn through this Immortal. Death timers are low, but Vala Lunara, I don't think they want to step up into this, especially with the Dahaka and Stitches anchoring for the team. Oh, this is risky. This is really risky. Dahaka lands the drag onto Lunara. She's going to get one leap over. Stitches steps forward. The damage on the Immortal is so very close. Oh, they may get the Immortal, but they lose the Lunara. This is going to be a moot push from the Immortal, in my opinion. There is still the fort, very, very healthy. The Immortal, that's got about 50% shielding, but this is going to be very, very quickly cleared starting in the bottom lane. The Orc is already in the top lane, so this is even less heroes to push into this with the Lunara dead. Vala continuing to auto her way into this. Anubrak with an Impale. There's going to be stun onto Mr. G as well. And I might have counted this Immortal out a little bit. I was expecting him to do a lot less, but we are 13 minutes in the game. It is scaled up quite a bit, and Immortal will find the fort in the bottom lane. All right. Keep Front Gate is going to be the next target, obviously. Stay a while and listen. Connects onto Stitches. No Putrid Bile for 60 seconds. There's a Cocoon onto Courtney, immediately countered by the Li Ming Disintegrate. And the tower, the tower and the Keeper Gate will take a little bit of damage. Hey, Shy, what's up, bud? I hope you're having a fantastic evening, my friend. I hope Final Fantasy's been treating you well. Immortal scales big? What? Is Immortal scales? No way. I actually thought they'd be able to clear that a lot faster in Wave, but I really wasn't giving enough credit to I was giving too much credit to the Li Ming and the Tychus for the clear onto that one. So either way, fort follows in bottom. Top lane, Dahaka should find the fort up here. He's just pushing up the wave as quickly as he possibly can. Leoric is going to be helping Vala with the camp over here. So top lane fort will go down. Camp over to the side of Dahaka, or I guess over the side of FF and the Pancakes, or not, or yes, or not. I've been playing Stardew Valley and I'm sleepy. Oh, well, I hope you get some good sleep today. I like the idea that make everything larger. Yes, could you imagine like a 30-minute Immortal? He just takes up like 80% of your screen. You can't even see the battleground. That'd be funny. All right, Stitches Bile coming through. Stitches steps in really, really risky for this. Stay a while and listen. There's also Sound Barrier from the Lucio. Valkyrie very low. Li Ming trying to just cut through the enemy team with that Disintegrate. Draken Laser Drill is going to be going down. As we have Li Ming blinking away from the Scroll of Sealing. Immortal phase is going to be here. Courtney, very far forward, gets the kill onto Lunara, but is this too greedy? No. Leoric Entomb, that's a really good Entomb, but nothing to be really played off from this. Hook, slam, Stitches is going to be able to set the kill for the Tychus on that Leoric. 30-minute Immortal slaps harder than Will Smith. Dude, I saw that clip, and Chris Rock just standing still, like, doing the math. Like, Chris Rock got slapped, and he stood there for, like, a solid, like, 10 seconds, like, evaluating what had actually just happened. I don't care about, you know, I don't really care about the celebrity drama. It's just the video of it, like, made me giggle of that moment. There are worse things in the world right now that I think people should be focusing on, but of course, one celebrity slapping another celebrity, apparently that's bigger news than the war crimes happening in Europe. I don't know, just that shit bothers me. Oh my god, the Kardashians are having another baby. Who fucking cares? Sorry, celebrity stuff I really can't, like, I can't get into it. It's just, it's so dumb, like. I just thought it was funny, to be honest. I got a chuckle out of it. All the drama around it, I really don't care. Just Chris Rock getting slapped and then just like reevaluating what happened in the last 20 seconds. That just got a giggle out of me. Draken Laser Drill down from the Tychus. Stay while and listen, connecting on to 3 enemies, but really only putting Li Ming to sleep for a little bit as the Disintegrate comes out already. We have this Immortal phase getting very low, but Li Ming coming through with some big damage. That's a reset for Li Ming. She blinks forward. She's going to try and go for some big combos. That will be a Disintegrate once again. The target is going to be the Lunaras. That gives a reset. Vala standing still gets hit with the stun from the Immortal. Supermat trying to back away, and the Immortal, it may go over to the side of 07 Chromium, but there's only an Anubarak as he needs to defend the bottom lane push. Oh, this is a rough go for the side of 07 Chromium. Though I will say this, it does alleviate some of the potential pressure that could have been gained if all 4 go down and the enemy got the Immortal as well. You could hear the GPS in his brain recalculating? Yes, yeah. There was someone on Twitter that said the slap could have killed Chris Rock, and it was, what? I'm sorry. What is Chris Rock like weak against fighting Pokemon or something? I don't like. Is he weak against like fighting types or something? I don't know. Slap was super effective. It's not like he like throat chopped him or anything like that. It was an open palm slap.
But he will rise again in time.
You get Ukraine news every day. I read it, but I upset myself by reading it all the time. It's just ugh. Also, for any people that actually know the proper pronunciation, is it Ukraine or Ukraine? I'm just curious. I want to be able to say it right for myself because I've heard it said both ways and I'm not sure. I don't know if anyone who's an intellectual in chat knows the actual answer. Oh, absolutely, Super Matt. It's Ukraine because my parents, they escaped. You know, they're from Romania. They escaped communism during Ceausescu's reign, and my mom says Ukraine. So I'm not sure if it's like. Is this like the Americanized pronunciation of Ukraine? Or is it actually just my mom saying things weird? Yeah, my mom, who's Hungarian and Romanian, says Ukraine. But I've also heard other people say it that way too, so that's why I'm unsure. If it's like, oh, is it like Zurich versus Zurich? Or it's like Köln or versus Cologne, like in Germany? I don't think I'm saying it right either way, but I know there's like 2 different pronunciations per se. Anyways, big plays right now around this camp. Leoric is the first one to go down. Lunar is able to back away. Nubarak will fall as well. The camp does go over to the side of FF and the Pancakes, so they steal that away. They have the 20 talent tier advantage, and the Immortal phase spawns just now.
Servants in hell will cower before me.
It's Ukraine. In the UK, 99% say Ukraine. Okay. So maybe, I mean, my mom and dad say words very weird. Like, I grew up having to correct them on pronunciations. Main thing I learned is not the Ukraine anymore. Yeah, the Ukraine, I've never heard that before. I don't know what's the Ukraine. And that one I've never heard. All right, Immortal phase. Very, very healthy. A lot of shielding, 100% shielding on this Immortal. Coming in through bottom lane, deals 990 damage standard, nearly 2,000 damage into structures. Oh man, Alarian, he's gonna be slapping hard as they also will have a fallen shaman right behind this. Alrighty, Dahaka already in position. Most of our questing talents are done. Vala a little bit low on the puncturing arrows, but it has been a hard game for the Vala in team fights. Big flank coming out as we have the 20 talents here on both sides. The Orcus Wraith walking through a lot of enemies. There's going to be a stay while listen for the Decker King Cocoon onto this Dahakas. That will be ending right there. Lucio does go down. No sound barrier to be available because I believe there was going to be a buried alive. Li Ming is looking for a reset. Grenade from Tychus does give that over. Deckard goes down. There's going to be a Draken Laser Drill out, and that's Malgree getting slowed. That's the level 20 Temporal Flux coming through for the Li Ming that has a slow on it as well. Big play right there as we do see Vala going down. All 5 members of 07 Chromium will be falling here, and it's looking like this is game number 2 going over to the side of FF and the Pancakes. Alrighty, it's looking like this is the end of series number 3 of the day, and it goes over to the side of FF and the Pancakes. GG, well played. Oh, it's what the Russians called it. Oh, interesting. I've never heard that before. How many stacks for the Deckard Cain? 26.